All right, this is part 4 of this video. This is actually where we get to do the fun stuff of actually putting the plate on there that the motor is going to mount to. So we're going to mount that plate onto this surface right here. So I'm going to grab a sketch, click on that surface, hit normal 2, grab my rectangle tool, and I'm going to go ahead and make a rectangle. I'm going to put some dimensions on that, and I'm going to make it 12 inches. Notice that you can put inches in if you want as well. And I'll make it, let's call it 9 inches. See what that looks like. Okay, and I want to put a dimension in here. That's half of 9, so that would be 4.5 inches. And I'm going to make it 4.5 from the edge here and just have it be offset a little bit. All right, so we've got a fully defined rectangle here. It's located off the origin. It's 9 by 12 inches. And we want to put a big hole in it to pick up this boss feature here and some other holes to pick up these bolts. So let's go ahead and do that. To pick up the boss, we're going to just simply go convert entities and select this whole face, and it's going to put it on there for us. All right. Now, we could talk about the tolerance of the fit of this hole around this, and we may come back and do that later on. Use the offset command, select this and offset it in or out in order to create a tighter fit or a looser fit around here. But the laser cutter itself is going to leave a kerf, and I think the laser cutter's kerf is probably going to be more than enough. We probably are going to need to bring that in when we get to the plasma cutter, but we'll see. I'm going to leave it alone for now. So, whoops, I didn't do it. Leave it alone. I just offset it. I'm going to hit undo. Click off here. Control Z. It's not going away. Huh. All right. I don't know why that's the case. Well, I guess I'll have to just delete it. I don't know why that's giving me grief at the moment. There we go. Now my undo worked. I had to hit escape first. Okay. So I got rid of that offset, but we would have done a much smaller offset to compensate for the kerf. We'll talk more about that later. So now we got to put these holes in here. I don't want to convert these tapped holes. Instead, I'm going to go back to our hole command because we want to put the appropriate clearance hole in. So I got to get out of my sketch and actually, oh, nope, I'm not going to get out of my sketch. I'm going to extrude this plate first. That's what I want to do. So I want to select this plate. We're going to make it out of 1/8 inch aluminum. So I have to type in inches, and it's going to be a new part, not part of the existing part. I hit OK, and we should have an aluminum plate here. That looks good. We're going to punch some holes in it now using our hole command. And I'm going to select these points, which are the same points we use to tap the holes in the motor. But in this case, it's going to be a clearance. So it's going to be a simple hole. It's going to be clearance for 3/8 bolt. Now, notice we can go close clearance or free clearance, normal, loose. I'm going to leave it for close right now because the likelihood is, again, that the kerf of the laser cutter or plasma cutter is going to make the hole bigger. We may not even want to use that. We may want to drill these. We'll see. I'm going to hit OK, and oops, let me double click on that. I want to go through all what's happening here. Do I have the wrong direction? There we go. It was putting the holes into the motor versus putting them into our plate. So I just had to flip that direction. Now we've got, oh, I did the same thing again. Undo. These are the holes I need to pick. Hole command, I need to pick these points here. There we go. And which direction? There we go. All right. So that looks like we've got a plate ready to go. I am going to hide plate part 1, so we're just looking at our plate. I could also hide that sketch at the moment. So this is what we made. All of that work to make this plate to put the motor on. Now, let's go ahead and name that. I'm going to rename that as motor plate. And I'm going to rename this. Whoops. That's going to be Etek R motor. All right, it's a good habit to name your parts so you don't get confused. It's often, I'll actually even name the sketches and the extrusions as well. Once we got that plate set and we think we got it right, we could pull it onto a drawing and print it on a piece of paper, and I'll have a lesson for that. But I want to show you how to get it right into the laser cutter. You guys, some of you probably are familiar with this. If you right click on the surface of this, you can export this as a DXF, and that will allow us to go ahead and bring it right into the Illustrator software and cut it out. So I'm going to hit export. Notice because I named it, it's giving it the name, which is helpful. I hit export. I go to my file explorer and call up my downloads folder, and there it is, ready to go. That wraps up this video. I'm going to show you another one, how to bring it into Illustrator, cut it out, etc. I'm also going to show you how to put it on a drawing plate.